12 people are killed in a mad rush for the Free Zone's last peanut M&M.
Scientists discover 113 new species of carnivorous trees.
And we'll show you how to make a musical instrument using only the femur and rib cage of a dead relative.
Today is June 3rd in the 13th year of the Great Chaos and the anniversary of the end of civilization. This is All Things Remaining. Today is the 13th anniversary of the murder meme, the internet fad that wiped out most of the human race. As we look back from the abandoned oil tanker we call home, we're left wondering why this meme had such catastrophic effects. Certainly there were other memes that didn't lead to government collapse, atomic civil war, widespread mutations, and the destruction of the moon.
There were even other violent memes like dirty bomb bingo and knife planking, but none caught the public's attention quite like killing someone on video and then posting it on the internet for all to see.
The murder meme produced its fair share of celebrities as well. The people behind such popular clips as Guy Shot Repeatedly with Nail Gun and Trained Baboon versus Gus became overnight sensations.
Tyler, I have a confession to make. I never participated in the murder meme. I didn't even know about it until my husband was shot in the back of the head while playing golf. My friends later told me it was trending.
He wasn't the hole-in-one dad.
Yeah, I mean, he was, but it's
he
not
was
really.
Your husband was the hole-in-one dad. That's unbelievable. That was one of the biggest videos of that year. I remember that. I remember seeing it for the first time.
Right.
Bam!
Yeah.
Hole-in-one!
Yeah, I remember also seeing it for the first time. That's how I found out.
You are a part of history.
Let's move on.
Our show is underwritten by Rick, Grand Warlord of the Hinterlands, who urges you to come on down to his burned-out Boeing 747 Fortress in the Valley of Blood and Sorrow. Kneel before his throne of skulls and pay him a tribute of 5 kilos of grain or a nubile young woman from your tribe. And remember the Rick guarantee. Rick will fuck out your eyes and add your family's skulls to his throne if you don't.
David the Night Beast Hunter is an unusual man, and in our sector I can't think of someone more famous or beloved than he. By day he does very little but avoid the acid rains and lethal rays of the sun. But when darkness falls, David is the only layer of protection between us and the night beasts. Tyler joined the Night Beast Hunter to find out what makes him tick.
I was pretty on my guard guy all the time, so becoming a night beast hunter was not.
What no one tells you about hunting night beasts in burned out buildings is that actually it's a lot of fun.
Look right there. See? Those little baby rats are being eaten by that bigger rat. That's hilarious. Well, that's going to be his last meal.
You wouldn't know it to look at him, but this celebrity night beast hunter was once a frail and quiet young man who grew up in what used to be Tulsa. And he's the last person you'd expect to kill up to 50 mutant night beasts every evening with a piece of rebar.
I have no idea why I'm so good at this. Why I'm so good at killing these night beasts. I guess it's just because I understand them, and I get inside of their heads.
David is proud of his night beast hunting skills, and he should be. He's well paid protecting shelters from night beast attacks, earning up to 60 bullets a night. So far, we had not seen a lot of night beasts. None, in fact. Just a lot of rats that he sold to local foodsmiths.
Some nights it feels like the night beasts are just swarming you. Sometimes are like this. 0 night beasts.
Not that I wanted to meet a creature whose heart explodes like a grenade after it dies, but I did want to find out what drives this man to face this horrifying danger night after night.
I kill night beasts because they would rip out the spines of everyone I know and love, I guess. I admit I like the adulation. I like getting the choice cuts of pig at slaughter. I like that women want me to father their children, but that's not why I do it.
And now the question I did not want to ask a man with a hunk of iron rebar. Why is it that no one else has seen a night beast?
Oh man, do you want to see one? Do you want to see one up close? You've seen the drawings, yes?
Of course, like everyone, I've seen the drawings. Night beasts look like giant raccoons with a scorpion tail and 1-foot claws, perfect for paralyzing and then removing the spines of anything that crossed their path. But I needed to see for myself if the faces of the night beasts indeed looked as much like David the Night Beast Hunters as they did in the drawings. So how do we know that they're real.
This interview is over.
Like most celebrities, David the Night Beast Hunter is a busy man with many obligations. Despite many attempts, I have not been able to contact him again. Okay, we want to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Dr. Fist's Omni Rash Suppository. Now, there are hundreds of deadly rashes in the wasteland, and Dr. Fist's is the only medicine that treats 3 of them. Just one piglet-sized suppository clears up molten eczema, muscle-chewing psoriasis, and jock itch that shuts down your brainstem. Best of all, Dr. Fist's is made from real bleach and bits of charred automobile, so you know exactly what you're putting into your body. You gave these a try, didn't you, Georgia?
Yes, it helped with one rash, but not the one running down my chest that will soon split my torso like a zipper.
So next time you're at the Medicine Bazaar, mention that you heard about Dr. Fist's on this show and get your first month's supply for 10 bullets off the regular price. And in honor of the 13th anniversary of the murder meme, let's take it to some of our listeners in a special segment we call Hearing from the Huddled Masses. Today's subject is, what do you miss most?
Hey, this is Mia here. Love the show. I miss my scooter, my best friend Michelle, and the warmth of the sun. Thanks.
Hey guys, yeah, it's Ivan calling. I guess what I really miss is just not having to feast on the flesh of my fellow human beings. Really loved eating something besides that and just the whole sort of ethical dilemma. But, what are you going to do? Love the show. Keep up the good work. Bye.
Hello, this is Esther. I miss macaroni and cheese and my wheelchair. Love the show.
Hey, this is Donovan. The thing I miss most is probably water that isn't so toxic that you faint 5 minutes after you drink it. Anyway, thanks for letting me talk about this memory, and keep up the good work. Thanks.
Well, that just about brings our program to a close. All Things Remaining is brought to you by the Foundation for Ongoing Existence and listeners like you.
Though there isn't much left worth living for, we wanted to take some time to thank our listeners for making last week's fund drive a success. Without your donations of food and food-like substances, we literally couldn't be here.
We'd especially like to thank Michelle P. for her large donation of 1 can of lima beans, 2 tops of carrots, and a crow. Those things have lasted us an entire week.
We'd like to reward Michelle P. for her kindness with an All Things Remaining tote bag made from a hollowed-out dead dog.
Michelle will be sending that dead dog tote bag via the Underground Pigeon, and you should receive it next month if lines are still open and you're still alive.
That's all the time we have for now.
Join us next week on All Things Remaining, and until then, remember, there are lots of ways to get your face eaten off. Try to avoid all of them.
Coming up next, Living in a Burned-Out Car Talk, followed by Basic First Aid with Medical Gary.
Welcome to Living in a Burned Out Car Talk. I'm your host, Xander Love. Let's get right into it.